guys, and welcome back to Need for Speed Shift. In the last episode we did the introduction to the game as well as the first practice race, which allowed us to choose our settings for the game, and also we completed the first race of the game and came in first place, which gave us $40,000 and allowed us to pick our first car, which is the BMW 135i Coupe. And also I explained all of the menu options as well as how to get stars in order to progress further in the game. Also I explained to you guys some of the conditions that you have to complete in each race in order to acquire stars. And also I explained where to go to find your cars, buy cars, upgrade your cars, and how to upgrade your cars, etc. Also, I explained all of the menu options as well as the race lists. So first of all, we're going to begin by choosing the race coalition. If you guys don't know, this is the first competition in the tier 1 category. So once you have chosen your tier 1 car, you will be taken to this screen, and we're going to go ahead and choose the race coalition. Now we're going to this is how we're going to be approaching this. We are going to complete each of the races in each category for each tier before moving on to the next tier. Now because we are going to be gathering all the stars in each tier, we will be unlocking the next tier rather quickly. So you might unlock tier 2 before you have completed each race in tier 1. Now while it is optional if you want to go ahead and skip immediately to tier 2 without completing all the other races in tier 1, that is up to you. Now you can do that and there's not really any problem in doing that. However, for this walkthrough I will be trying to get all of the races done in each tier before moving on to the next tier. While some races might be hard to get all the stars, so I can't guarantee every single star in each race of the game. However, I'm going to be covering it to the best of my ability. So if any of you guys have information on some of the stuff that I might have done wrong, feel free to comment in the comment section below this video. I appreciate all of the help and support. It's really going to help out a lot because this is my first racing game that I have recorded, so I might need a few pointers. However, I am going to try and complete each race in each tier before moving on to the next tier. So with that being said, go ahead and choose the race coalition category, and we are going to choose the race at Alpental, which is the first race in this category. But before that, I'm going to look at the event details. It's always good to look at the event details to see the information on each race. Now as you can see underneath on the top left hand corner underneath race, it shows you how you are going to acquire your stars. Now stars are pretty much very important in this game because the more stars you get, the closer you are to unlocking the next tier. So pretty much gathering stars is how you advance through the ranks in Need for Speed Shift. As well as we're going to try and get first place in every single race so that we get the most amount of money so that we can buy plenty of cars. Now also you might want to take note that each race is replayable even if you get first place, you can choose to replay the race at any time in order to keep stacking money. So if you've completed all the races in Tier 1 and you are still short on cash and you want to get the best car in Tier 2, you can simply keep on playing any race you want and keep making that money. So with that being said, it looks like we need, we're going to get 3 stars for first place. That's what the podium finish means. It means whatever rank you come in. So if you come in first place, you're going to get all 3 stars there. If you come in second or third, I think we're going to get like 2 stars. And if you come below third place, I think you only get 1 star. However, we're going to be getting all 3 stars. And by the way, if you guys are behind and you're not in first place and you're about to cross the finish line, all you have to do is press start and choose to restart the race, and you'll have another shot at winning the race. Now below that it says points threshold. Now what that means is within each race you're going to have points stacking up at the very top of the screen, and you get points by pretty much doing everything. Taking corners perfectly, passing cars, taking first place, doing a whole lap without going out of the track or off the road. Pretty much everything, and I'll be explaining how you can see how you are gathering points as we play the race. So for now, I'm just trying to cover everything here so that you guys know. It looks like the rewards is first place, we get $4,000, not bad for the first race of the game. The restrictions is a Tier 1 card required, meaning you can't bring a Tier 2 or 3 or 4 car into this race. It's got to be Tier 1. And my best time, I haven't raced, so I don't have a best time recorded here. Further to the right, it looks like we have a map of the racetrack, so we can get a good idea of what the track looks like that we'll be racing on for this race. 2 laps, so we're going to be going around the track twice in order to complete the race. The distance, which is 1.05 miles, which is fairly short. And the orange beneath the laps and distances shows the name of the track. So it looks like we'll be going to Alpental. Alright, so now that we got a good idea of what we're going to be doing, let's go ahead and choose it.
Okay, here we go, mate. This is where we find out what kind of driver you really are. You can be aggressive. You can be precise. Either way, you'll be scored and analyzed based on your actions on the track. The more points you earn, the faster you'll level up your driver profile to gain rewards. You gotta earn stars to unlock tiers and get to the championship, but remember, it's not just about first place. Get anywhere on that podium and it'll count. You can also earn stars by hitting profile point targets and bonus objectives. A lot of ways out there to boost your career. You're gonna be known by how you drive on the track, but you gotta earn enough stars to get to the NFS World Tour. Okay, here we go. Let's see what kind of driver you really are.
Alright. So it looks like we can either be an aggressive driver or a precise driver. Either way, the points that we rack in are going to be accumulated into a driver level. And it looks like you level up by completing a certain amount of races. So it looks like we're going to have a driver level so that we can level up our driver, and we can either be a precise driver or aggressive.
Alright, a few seconds to green here. We want to try for the podium. Have fun, be careful.
Now at the start of the race, I want to quickly show you guys, you can launch your car off perfectly. If you look underneath the speedometer to where it says neutral.
Green, go, go, go.
And now it says we're in first gear. You're going to want to rev your car up a little bit, and the neutral sign at the start of the race should turn green. And you pretty much want to hold the right trigger down right at the right spot so that that neutral turns into green. it on green whenever the race starts, you'll get a perfect launch, which will increase your speed
Earning stars takes us one step closer
at
to
the
the
start
World
of the
Tour.
race, which is a
Keep
great
earning
way
them
to
to
get
unlock more
ahead.
tours and races.
Now, depending on what kind of driver you want to be, precise or aggressive, you're going to want to be very careful on how you pass cars, because everything takes note.
Okay, you just maxed out your profile point meter. Extra moves
So if
now
you
will get
bump
you
cars
double
out of your way in
points.
order to get to first, you'll be aggressive. However, if you pass cars cleanly, you'll be precise. Now, the main objective is to stay over the green line, and the green line will indicate what you need to do. If it's green, that means accelerate. If it's yellow, that means let off the gas. And if it's red, that means you're going to want to brake. So you get driver points. As you can see at the very top, you see PTS. That's short for points. You see how it says 714, 715, and it's slowly going up. That is the points that we need to accumulate in order to obtain stars. Now, towards the bottom left, you can see your star objectives. So them are the objectives that you have to complete in order to get stars. So the first objective we need is to get 160 points, which we got pretty easily. And the second objective is to get 320 points, which we did. So we've got everything. With that, you get an achievement unlocked, one small step. And at the end of the race, you will see your stats and your lap time. First place gets us $4,000. Now here's where those points come in. Now you'll be pretty much graded on precision and aggressive. Now, as you can see, we are more of an aggressive driver, which is not really what I want to be. I want to be more precision. Either way, both aggressive and precision points add together to make your profile points. Once you get a certain amount of profile points, you will level up. So the max level is 50, and we are at level 1. So a few more races, and we'll be at level 2. And I'm hoping to change that aggressive sign into precision. Now here's your driver profile. It'll show you your wins compared to your losses, and also your online wins compared to your online losses. Beneath that, you get badges for performing different objectives within the race. And beneath, you will see your stars earned. Now, since we got first place, and since we got all those points for the objectives that were shown earlier that I was explaining while racing, we got 5 out of 5 stars. So that's all the possible stars we can get on this race. Further to the right, it shows our best lap time, which was 58 seconds. And yeah. So from here, you have several different options. You can press left bumper to see your profile points. So here you can compare your points. You get precision points are graded for certain objectives, as well as aggression points. You can look at that at any time by pressing left bumper after the race. If you want to check that out, I highly suggest you do that so that you can get a good idea of how you're going to be graded. You can press the right bumper to go back to your driver profile, which is where we were at earlier. You can press right bumper again, check the leaderboard. And as you can see, we got first place. If you go back to your driver profile, you can press the X button to see your badges. And you can take a look at each badge to see what you have to do in order to earn that badge. You can press select to watch the replay of the race that you just did. So if you did something pretty cool and you want to look back and see it, all you got to do is press select. If you did might not like the position you place, such as you got second or third place, or hopefully not, but something lower than third place, you can always press Y in order to retry the race. Keep in mind, if you lost, retrying the race will not take away that loss. However, it will take away all of your profile points, and you'll have to restart over from the beginning. So with that being said, the only thing left to do is press A to continue. Now once you continue, you'll be brought back to the race menu. We are still in the race coalition competition, and we have the first race out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and move to the next race over to the right. And this is generally how we're going to be doing it. We're going to be completing each race at a time, working our way from the left to the right hand side. Also, at the top left hand corner, you can see your total amount of cash that you have. So winning that race has brought us to $9,000. And at any time from the menu, you can press X to check your driver profile. So if you want to look at anything, you can go ahead and do that now. When you're looking at the driver profile, you can press the left bumper to see your level up rewards. So if you want to see what you're going to get at your next level up, go ahead and press X while on your driver profile. At level 2, we're going to earn $15,000 in sponsorships, and we're going to earn an invitational event. So I'm going to speak more on invitational events later on, probably on the next episode. If not, on the episode after that for sure. And then level 3, we will unlock Chrome Paint and unlock Primitives Vinyl category. Also, underneath the level, you can see how many points required to level up, as well as your total precision points and aggression points. And then further to the right, your total points. Now that we got all that taken care of, that pretty much covers it. So that's going to conclude this episode of Need for Speed Shift, and I'll see you guys next time where we take on the race at Glendale Club.